I've been working 17 years. I'm French originally, yeah, but I've been working 17 years with the Volvo Group. For the last 17 years on international markets in North America, and then the last 13 years in Asia Pacific. Been working with UD for the last 10 years, both on upstream in purchasing, engineering, and for the last 8 years in sales. I've been head of sales for UD Truck in Asia Pacific in different regions, taking a region in Indonesia, which is the third largest market outside Japan, after South Africa. And then I've been in Thailand for the last 4 years. Now based in Singapore, responsible for the sales globally.
And you'd be a good person to ask, well, what's the change been from the Nissan diesel branding to the UD trucks? How's that been received by the customer?
You know, it is part of the change management. So the Volvo Group has acquired Nissan Diesel, and we don't use the word Nissan Diesel. We changed the brand name to UD Trucks. It's change management. The history of Nissan Diesel has been very strong, and here very strong in South Africa. But we need to make sure that we're going towards the change with UD Truck, with the brand values that we're having with UD, with going the extra mile and the new motors that we're having, and also aligned with the product offering that we're having, right? I mean, with One, with Quester, and with the Condor on the medium duty side. So that's part of a change, but that's an important one, and we're going through it and making sure that we bring the strong brand value. But you know, the UD emblem has been there for a very, very long time, right? The ultimate dependability part. So we want to strengthen that part of the business.
Precisely. This is your third time South Africa. Impressions of the country?
Fantastic so far. You know, I've been here only for business. Working, few hotels and meetings and customers. I would love spending time here with my family, and I'm sure I planned that for 2017. But you know, amazing, very nice people, very friendly. I mean, our colleagues on the UD side, dealers and customers, you know, I mean, a strong passion of the UD brand and the UD business and supporting the customers. And looking at the country itself, the infrastructure is fantastic. You know, demanding customers, very professional companies, but that's what it is, and that's what helped us to develop ourselves. So now, I mean, it's the biggest market outside Japan for UD, and I want to keep it there, and I want to grow that, right? I mean, that's my ambition.
And the keys to maintaining South Africa as the second largest market?
If one day we are the first, I would be very happy also, right?
What's it going to take to get you to the top spot?
I will say, I mean, in Japan, the market in Japan is a bigger market on the heavy duty and medium duty truck than in South Africa. So that's different. But we need to look at our brand image and our brand positioning and our market share. I think South Africa, we are in a very strong position. We need to strengthen that. We need to develop that. But you know, the brand image, the work which has been done by our colleagues here in the last 53 years have been just fantastic. So we just need to continue developing that, strengthening that, and you know, taking a very strong position in the market.
And the restructuring of UD Trucks to make it more UD Truck centric, how's that going to improve the customer experience at the end of the day?
I think what is important is that, you know, now having a team here in South Africa only dedicated on UD, having a team, you know, supporting in the mother, you know, company, dedicated, direct support. I think that's also very important. We want to be much faster to answer customers, right? To develop their business, to solve issues. We all have issues in our businesses, right? I mean, life is never perfect. So we need to make sure that we have quick answer, go to market, and I think that new organization will have the brand focus, will make us much closer to our customers. So that will help us to, you know, focus more, develop our market share, and develop our customer satisfaction.
And grow. I know you've been here a short time. How can we grow the manufacturing base in South Africa?
I mean, we have a long-term history of manufacturing our products here in South Africa, right? I mean, and we do that. We manufacture all the product range that we are having, that we are selling here. For sure, we need to strengthen this, and that we need to develop basically what we are having in manufacturing. We're assembling all our trucks. We continue to do that. Quester that we have launched, I mean, here is assembled in South Africa, and I'm very proud of this. And we have had very good success and very good quality in our manufacturing footprint here in South Africa. So we need to strengthen that.
And what can we learn from places like Singapore? Very efficient, highly organized working environments.
That I agree with you. I just arrived 3 months ago in Singapore, but I can agree with you. It's very efficient, works very well, very effective. I think we can learn a lot. We can benchmark a lot. Now it's a nice small island. You know, it's a country, which is a city with 6 million people. It's very different than what you can foresee in a country like South Africa. But I think there's a lot of good things and tips that we can take. So I think it's very lean. It's very efficient. There's processes for a lot of things. But I think what is important for me is that we can learn from all the different markets. Singapore is one place, but all the different markets where UD Truck is present. And working with head on this, it's very important that, you know, we can benchmark with us, the headquarters in Singapore, but then we can support each other. But it's important also that we work with other UD truck market companies throughout the world. And we have more than 1,000 people working on that, and it's important that we learn from each other the good things and the not so good things, and making sure that we take the good things and we can duplicate that in the markets. There's a lot of good things done here, right? Don't get me wrong.
Exactly. And UD trucks are always at the cutting edge of technology. What might the truck of the future look like if you could look in your crystal ball?
I wish, give me a crystal ball, but for sure we want to develop our technology. We want to develop solutions which will help our customer to develop their business. That's for me the most important thing, is thinking about what the customer wants. And we can talk about a lot of connectivity in touch, right? I mean, we have UD telematics, which is very, very strong now. And we can really support the driver to optimize the way he's driving and behaving. We can work directly with the customers and the fleet management to make sure that, they write the right optimization of their fleets in terms of uptime and etc. So we have a lot of new things in technology. It's not only the product itself and the truck itself, it's also all the services that you have around it, right? I mean, which improves the customer's business.
Are we talking autonomous driving?
We talk, at Singapore, there will be some tests of autonomous driving, right? I mean, and we have that in the Volvo Group for sure. So, innovation and technology is part of the key things that we want to develop. So we are working on all the new technologies, making sure that we can support the customers and what will be, what is the truck that we'll see in the future on the road. So for sure with UD, we are working on that also. We are working very close with our customers and how the market will change. Because the market will change, right? I mean, how the market will change, making sure that we'll have a strong footprint of that new market.
And how do you plan for the unplannable economic fluctuations and whatnot?
Here we need to be flexible and agile, and that's extremely important. Martin Lundstedt has brought in one of the core values of change. And it is important. We need to be adaptable, we need to be agile, we need to change. And when we are in good time, we need to make sure that we can enjoy it and enjoy the good time. But when we are in bad time, we need to make sure that also we are agile, we adapt ourselves to a new environment, but we don't lose the focus on our customer. That's the utmost important. The rest is internal. And we need to fix that, right? We need to be agile, but we need to focus on the customer, and that's the most important.
What's the biggest mistake a customer can make when they're buying a new truck or a fleet of trucks?
Not to call us.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci
Thanks for your
beaucoup.
time.
Thank you very much.